In our tech lead, Elon Musk says he's threatening to sue the Anti-Defamation League for lost revenue at X, the website formerly known as Twitter. Musk claims, without any evidence that we've seen, that the ADL statements about rising hate speech on the platform are the reason why there has been a 60% decrease in advertising on X. The ADL and other organizations have noted the increase in hate speech on the platform since Musk took over and removed much of the content moderation. A spokesman for the ADL responded to Musk's threat, quote, "The ADL is unsurprised yet undeterred that anti-Semites, white supremacists, conspiracy theorists, and other trolls have launched a coordinated attack on our organization. This type of thing is nothing new," unquote. This is not the first time Musk has threatened to take legal action against his opponents and critics. Last month, he sued the Center for Countering Digital Hate, a nonprofit group whose research found that hate speech on X has risen dramatically under Musk's ownership. Kara Swisher, the host of the podcast On with Kara Swisher, among others, joins me now. Kara, thanks so much for being here. So Elon Musk later said, quote, "To be super clear, I'm pro-free speech, but against anti-Semitism of any kind." Never really a good sign when you have to clarify to people that you're against anti-Semitism.
Right, no.
But it's just empirically true, and this is part of his free speech position. When you take this, what he calls a purist free speech position, although it's not real, he blocks free speech he doesn't like.
Yes.
But he allows anti-Semitism to flourish. I mean, we've all seen it.
Right. Well, he uses the First Amendment as a Swiss Army knife. Whatever it suits him, he'll do it in a way. He'll either block people or cut people off or sue people or say he's for free speech. It's his cloak that is everybody can see through. It's transparent. And so, it's threatening to groups like ADL or a lot of these academic groups. I used to talk to all of them, and they're very nervous to talk or do reports. It has a chilling effect on these people because they're going to be subject to a lawsuit by the world's richest man, who the reason advertising is down is because it's a worse platform. That's it. And so, his tactic is, and I hate to say it, it's blame the Jews. That's what he's doing right here. And so that's why everybody's sort of incensed about what he's doing. His tweets are very carefully calibrated to sort of dog whistle to a lot of people and at the same time go, but I'm not an anti-Semite.
Right, but he.
No one called him that, by the way.
Right. Well, I have seen some people call him that, but the ADL didn't call him that.
They
But
didn't.
but he blamed the ADL, said that they don't speak for Jews, right? He suggested they don't speak for Jews.
Okay.
I mean, anyway.
Neither does he, but okay. Sure.
Right.
Nobody does, but all right.
Is it not true though? Like, I mean, I'm still on X. I'm on several other sites too. But is it not true that he regularly engages with people who are white supremacists and anti-Semites, which sends a signal to people that like he is engaging with these people. He likes these people.
It's actually very jocular. He's let a lot back on, people that had been thrown off, he's let them back on, that Twitter had taken off because of abuses of the platform under their rules, and now he has new rules, and so he's allowed them back on, just like Trump, everybody else. And he engages in sort of this jokey manner that does not show, hey, that might be a problem. Like today, Mark Cuban, who is sort of the polar opposite of Elon Musk in temperament and style, was engaging with Stephen Miller and Matt Walsh over their obsession with woke mob. They just seem to be, I guess the Burning Man people set them off for something covered with mud.
I saw they were attacking some 29-year-old woman who doesn't have kids.
I don't know. Whatever. They have someone to attack every day.
Right.
And so he was engaging in a really interesting way that was debating, and Elon's just going, interesting, exactly, that kind of stuff. So it's sort of giving people signals, and that's what people think that he's doing. I think that's what he's doing.
So last month, the new CEO of X, who Elon Musk had hired to supposedly be run the company, Linda Yaccarino, is it?
Linda Yaccarino. She used to work for NBC.
She said that brands were going to come back to X. The company was about to break even. Did that happen? Is it profitable?
No idea. No idea. It wasn't not breaking even before, but the advertising declined rather considerably after Musk got there. He did a lot of layoffs. He insulted advertisers. He threatened them. He then said it was their fault. It's always someone's fault in Elon's world, except for Elon, and that's the problem. And Linda has her hands full. She's a very professional person, but some of her statements, everything's great here. There's no problem here. It's like being told when you're in a very dangerous city, it's totally safe to walk the streets.
Right. It's just a less pleasant experience.
It's very unpleasant. Yeah.
That's all right. Kara Swisher, it's great to see you.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here.